have to be a paragraph per answer, just something short, sweet, simple, to the point. Make sure your name is on it somewhere, because once you stick it up there on the board, if your name's not on it, I'm not going to be able to know which one is yours.
You got an extra for you?
Yes, please. Yes. Same way, yours must be. I'm going to pass out your activity sheet for today. Just set it to the side.
Somebody did get the name on it.
Think of something. I can help you do something, even if it's just eating breakfast. Yes. Mark on your post-it notes if you need to, and listen at the same time. Everybody has this testing review station sheet. You need to put your name on it. You're going to need it all week long. Because tomorrow when you switch stations, you're going to need to know what you're doing at that station. So make sure you put your name on it and put it somewhere at the end of class where you know you can keep up with it. Alright, station number 1, which is right here. This is the study island group. You're going to log on to study island. Your class page for English should be activated. Okay, it should say 4th period. Click on 4th period, then click on the assignment. On the right hand side is the instructions. Make sure you read those before you begin. They're very important. They say message from the teacher at the top. Okay? Station number 2 up here, vocabulary. You guys have 2 videos that you're going to watch, okay? And each video has an assignment and some questions to go along with it. I'm going to be with you, okay? So I'll be up here and I'll help you walk through everything and I'll be here if you need me, okay? And in station number 3 in the back, you guys are going to do corrections to your learning check that we took back before spring break when we did mock testing schedule. You will get your Scantron, you'll get the packet, and you'll get your own sheet of paper and you'll correct the ones that you missed. When you're finished, staple the Scantron to the notebook sheet of paper and you will turn it into the drawer. Okay? You're going to keep doing it until you have corrected all the ones and got them right. So basically a 100. So I suggest you go back, read the passage, and actually try. Don't just put down another letter. Okay? Alright. Learning check group, you guys can come up.
Questions?
Read the instructions. Here you go, boys. Sorry. Right, you take this package right here. Alright, guys, you may get started. I'll be around to help. Let me get this group started, and then if you need something, I'll be around, okay? Alright, this first one is the test taking. Alright, listen. This first video is test taking vocabulary. These are the words that you usually do at the beginning of every year, like define, justify, all that stuff, right? We're going to watch the video, we'll do some challenge questions together, and there's an activity which will go along with it. Alright. Other groups, if you want to put in earbuds, if you want to listen to music, you may do so, okay?
Your Honor, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. Oh, boy, here it comes. This guy. I have a few questions for you, sir. And we're going to get to the bottom of what really happened. You accuse my client of stealing your car. Yeah. Please describe everything you saw. Get specific with the details. Don't be vague. I saw riding my yacht right around 8. And how did you identify or recognize fraud? Explain or tell me why, because that seems odd. I can see his shirt, I can see his hat. What color was his hat? I think it was black. So you took an educated guess, inferred that Rod was the person you observed. Yeah. Well, let's develop this line of thought. Say more about why you thought it was wrong. I know Rod's a punk with metal in his ear. Punks break the law. Come on, that's fair. So you're judging and evaluating my client based on his earrings and his personal style? Well, let me compare and contrast. Say how things are different or the same, in fact. A good witness watches carefully. Is he judging? Nah, just barely. A bad witness jumps to conclusions, makes up his mind quickly. That's foolish. Just because Rod is a toughish guy, that doesn't explain why or justify your accusation.
Answer and then tell me why. You don't have to be anything elaborate, just say all the truth.
So let's get back to the case. Just follow my directions, do what I say. Find something that knows that. The facts don't support your conclusion. They aren't evidence of what Rod's been doing. I could analyze your story and break the parts down, but on that night, Rod was out of town. He was at a punk festival in California, and I stole your car. Yeah, it was the one. For a crime I did.
All right. Let's look at the challenge questions together. Alright, it says for each sentence determine which of the two words best fits the definition. So it's going to give us a sentence, it's going to give us two words, and we're going to decide which one fits best. When you give specific and relevant details about something, you are describing it or identifying it. Correct, describing it. When you make an educated guess about something, you are making an outline or an inference. Inference, correct. Alright, Alex, for the next one.
When you assess the value or significance of something, you are evaluating, developing it.
Okay, when you assess the value of something, are you evaluating it or developing it? Evaluating it. Good job. Alright, Shayla, read the next one. When you use facts to support your point, you're making a prediction or you're using evidence? Evidence. Correct. When you say how two things are, and there's a typo, when you say how two things are similar and different, you are comparing, contrasting, or summarizing them. Comparing, contrasting. Alright, Christian, read that one.
When you provide factual information or evidence to show why something is right, you are inferring or justifying.
Justifying. Correct. Alright, Sarah, read it.
When you explain the meaning of words, actions, or information, you are interpreting or interpreting.
Alright, so when you're explaining the meanings of words, actions, or information, are you concluding or interpreting?
Interpreting.
Interpreting. Good job. Alright, next one, Casey. So when you reach a decision on something, are you making a conclusion or are you giving a description?
Conclusion.
Conclusion. Good job. Alright, Austin.
When you find or recognize whatever information is out there, you are identifying or comparing the contract.
Which one? When you find or recognize.
Identifying.
Identifying. Good job. When you give specific and relevant details about something, you are providing an explanation or an evaluation.
Explanation.
Alright, that's the end of that. Alright.
Should we just check it off on the paper?
Yes, you can check it off on your paper.
Yeah, it is. It is a chairman question.
Well, it's not on this, it's not on the top one. Okay. Alright, the paper that I just gave you goes with the video that you just watched, okay? Now, some of these questions, and you're going to answer these on your own paper, okay? So you'll need a piece of notebook paper, alright? Some of these questions may seem silly, okay? Like one of the questions is, briefly outline the steps to make a bowl of cereal, okay? That has nothing to do with anything, or identify the funniest show on television today. What they're doing is, they want to know if you know the bolded words. Okay, the bolded words are those test-taking vocabulary words. And they want to know if you know those words. Because if you don't know those words, you're not going to be able to answer the question correctly. For example, number 1 says, describe the clothing of the person sitting next to you. Okay, if you're describing Sarah's outfit, I wouldn't just say she has on a hoodie and jeans. To describe it, I have to give details. I would say she has on a black camel toe hoodie, blue jeans, shoes, Toms, and her hair's in a ponytail. Okay, that's descriptive, that detail. Bryce, you need me?
I'm making sure that's what I'm supposed to do.
And then number 2 says, identify the funniest show on TV today. So what are you going to do for number 2?
Choose your own.
You're just going to put a TV show. You don't have to describe it. You don't have to evaluate it. It just says identify one. So some of these are going to be lengthier than others, and some of them are going to be really short. Okay? So, writing on your own paper. Yes. No. Write on your own paper because you're not going to have enough room on here. Okay? Alright, get started on that. I'll come back around and check on everybody else. Keep reading. Guys, if you get finished, okay, turn it in. I'll take it up there because you can't get to the boxes. And then, I got you. Okay, when you get finished, listen, go to Miss Spears' room and get 3 or 4 more tablets, and then you guys can start on your study island once you finish making your grades. Don't make it harder. Okay, number 10, that's right. Which word in line 22 Answer C, fancy. Last replace a main joke on my patient being truth or fancy told the joke and gave it like it. When we say fancy anymore, is that a word that we use in our language? Okay, so it's
probably fast, it's not modern day.
It's false.
Bryce is bringing you guys something. All right, somebody read me their answer for number one. Alex.
Austin is wearing a black Kentucky t-shirt, blue jeans, and a green and black star tennis shoes.
All right, so instead of just saying Austin has on a t-shirt and jeans, Alex described, which means give specific details. So he described to me that not only was his t-shirt black, but it was a Kentucky t-shirt, blue jeans, and then he didn't just tell me that his shoes are black and green, he told me the brand as well. So he gave me specific, relevant details. Okay? Well, it's
You
just
live out
so-
by
it's telling you to explain, so you don't have to tell me the long road, just explain, okay, turn on, I live on, or, so if you're going from school, are you gonna pull out of the parking lot, or are you gonna go left or right? So pull out of the parking lot, go right, you're gonna come to the end of the street, or you're gonna come to whatever, make a left, it doesn't have to be, you're just explaining, so you don't have to be descriptive.
Until you make Richard stop at the red light road, then you take a left, and you think you're going straight, you get past see you, then you take another right, and just tell me the way. I don't know which way to go.
Pick the way that you go, more times than not.
Go behind someone.
If you're going from the school straight home, if you guys aren't going anywhere else, which way do you normally go?
I guess we go straight to the middle of town, we take a left, past church and church, we keep on going, then we get back to the county middle school, elementary, past that,
Past the hospital.
past the hospital.
Just keep going straight until you get to your street, right?
Pretty much like giving directions to a
Then you
person.
turn right onto Redburn, you go all the way, and your house is on the
I have a question.
right. It's on, when you click, read the instructions, when you click on fourth period, and then you click on K-Prep review number 1, on the right hand side, it should say message from the teacher, and it should have your instructions. 15.
Oh, well, never mind.
And it tells you also that you have until next Friday to finish these 5 topics. You can retake them as many times as you want up until next Friday. Next Friday, I'll take your grade, and then that'll be your grade that goes in the grade book.
For
Hmm?
a temporary, the daily grade.
It's a daily grade. Yeah, each one will be a daily grade. That's how the price.
Wait.
You have about 10 minutes, guys. Papers on my desk. You guys walking around my desk.
What if you don't finish?
You'll have time on Friday. Remember, you'll have time to finish on Friday. Today's short because of the AR stuff. It goes on the third table. Evaluate means you assess the value or significance of something. So you're going to tell me the last movie you're watching and evaluate. Was it good or bad? Should other people watch it? Should they not watch it? What was the value of it?
Screw all three of them.
Just like,
I like it. Some are good. It's awesome. I like it.
Somebody got voted to.
No, she had that in there.
guys, make sure you're on task and working. Remember, on number 8, you have to justify your answer.
You just did it. If it was any scientific.
You have to justify it. You have to back your justification. Put it on. Guys, make sure you're on task. Okay, as we wrap up and we get ready to go to the reading store, listen. Study Island group right here. If you have a tablet, I want you to log out of Study Island. I want you to log off. Well, you don't have to log off the tablet. Close the tablet. Make sure the band is around it. All right? And you're going to make 2 stacks right here on these desks. Okay?
Can we keep ours at these days?
No, stack them right here.
I guess you didn't slide enough.
Back here, if you still have your packet, make sure that it makes its way up to the front table. Bryce, I think you're the only one that has one. Make sure your packet makes its way back to the front table. Alright, this is up here, vocabulary. You need to put this paper with your test review station paper that I gave you. Okay? This paper right here, put them together. So you know what we're going to I need you to listen. I'm going to call your name. I'm going to let the people who have the most points go first so they can go in and go to the big table, and then we'll work our way back. Okay? When you come out of the AR store, you will make a line on the steps. Please do it quietly. There are people having class. Okay?